What's up, everybody? Thanks for watching Car Inside. I forgot to hit the record button. Here we are on lap 3. We had a caution, lap 1. I don't know what happened. It was back there somewhere. We're ranked number 1 out of 16 trucks. We started P7. We're still running P7. As soon as it went green, caution came out. So we've not went anywhere yet. You've not missed anything. Just me having mental lapses and running my mouth and forgetting to hit that record button. We got our teammate from Venom Truck Series League, Mr. Garrett Rainey, in here with us.
How about it?
And, we're getting ready to go green here in about 2 laps. I don't know why. I should have just waited till we was about to go green and then said all of this, but...
Hey man, I got a question for you, Nathan. What do you do if you like your kind of content and you aren't subscribed already?
Go hit that subscribe button.
That's right. And if you like it and you want to see it when it goes live, or, you know, if you want to see the videos when he puts them up, you can hit that bell and turn notifications on.
48% of my viewers are not subscribed to my channel.
48%?
Yes.
That's half. Why are they not subscribed? You need to subscribe, people. Subscribe. It's Car Inside. How could you not love it?
That was totally not planned. I'm not kidding. That was not planned. That was perfect improv.
I'm just like a wingman when it comes to YouTube.
Send that to like the Los Angeles School of Arts or something. That was perfect improv. I don't even know if the School of Arts for acting. Is it for acting or for painting?
Dude, I have no idea.
Is that even a thing? It just sounded proper.
I mean, I worked in the engineering field. I have no idea about
yeah, well, I'm an engineer that doesn't get paid engineer money, so that shows how smart I am.
Neither do I. I work for the state government.
I'm not an engineer. I'm a machinist. I do a lot of math though. That's about it. Yeah, I walked out in the road and kind of scooted my feet around to see. Man, I about busted my butt. We've not got much snow. We've only got about, I don't know, 3 inches maybe. But it's just underneath, man. It's just a bunch of ice. Or sleeted all day yesterday.
Oh yeah, see, it's been windy and cold, raining all day here, but it didn't get cold enough to freeze anything.
Yeah. Our car's completely froze over. I've only run 2 races here. This will be my 3rd.
I ran about 5 tonight. Had some really good finishes.
I finished 2nd twice. I just kind of out of rhythm. Which there was no way I was facing. I was going up against that Don Kalu.
Oh yeah.
In the open. Yeah, we didn't have anything for him. I'd pretty well gapped everybody else. Gapped Ryan by a little. Ryan was pretty well right there with me. Actually, you know what? Ryan might have been right there on my butt. But yeah, Kalu, we couldn't touch him. And then the race yesterday, the fixed race I run, is me and Carson pretty well broke away. But there was this lap truck that came up and kept pushing me and him and instigating runs and making us race. I was going to just follow Carson, and that didn't happen. And then somebody who pitted, the race went long enough green to where he basically kind of drove up to the pack, and then by the end of it we couldn't touch him because he had good tires. Thought for a minute I was going to tear the wall down there.
It looked like the tail end tried to slip around there and touch it.
Oh, Rentz is saving his stuff.
Yeah, he did this last race too. He started at the back, just rode around with me. Then we both started sending at about lap 10.
Yeah, I'm not in any hurry right now.
Rance is too busy talking about the Daytona 24 coming up. He can't drive right now.
Is he running it?
Oh yeah, he runs them every year. He ran the 24 at Daytona solo like 2 years ago.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah.
You talk about a media spoof for your channel?
And finished well. Like he actually did pretty good to be a solo driver.
That's a lot of view time for your channel.
He's done, I think, 2 or 3 solo 24s. It's nuts, man. I could never do it.
I thought about participating, but I practiced some, and I'm just like, man, I suck so bad in these cars. If it was a NASCAR car, I might consider it. But
I'm all right in them. I just can't devote the time to do a stint. Like if you got 4 people running a 24,
you're basically doing 4-hour shifts.
Well, you could do 2-hour stints, 3 different times, but like I've got a family, man. Like sitting down for 2 hours to run, if it's during the day or something, like I just don't know that I can do that.
Yeah. Oh, you don't have to tell me. I'm in the same boat. Same exact boat.
Inside is clear.
I don't want to take away time from Eldora. I'm excited to run Eldora in the trucks.
You have every single second of that. I don't want to touch it.
I'm so bad on dirt and road courses, but I love doing it in vehicles that shouldn't be driven on them, like the NASCAR stuff on dirt and road courses.
Clear, clear.
Reps just said they checked out, but I think they're burning their stuff up. I'm going, so stick with it.
Yeah.
Outside. Still outside on your corner. Still out there.
Tell him to pick me up.
Outside. Still out there. Clear again.
he braking any?
You can't see his input.
Oh yeah. Kind of doubt that he is.
If he is, he's just barely tapping it.
I think I barely blip it going into one. Sometimes. Oh my gosh. Depends
I'm
on
gonna
how.
listen to him this time. No, he's lifting. He's not breaking it off.
I just hit the wall, same way I did in my qualifying run, to where I just barely grazed it with the tail going into one.
Dude, during our league race, I did that 5 or 6 times.
Yeah.
I had no damage or anything from it. It was just like it didn't happen.
Yeah, that's kind of how this was. Man, I ran the 87 Cup cars at Watkins Glen yesterday. Midday yesterday.
That lap, he didn't touch his brake pedal, by the way.
Yeah, I'm not either. I think the only time I did was when I was on the inside going into one.
Yeah, I mean, if he could race somebody else different. But yeah, just a solid lap out in open track, he's not touching it at all. Dude, that one guy's up there running the wall.
I saw that.
He must be drinking pop because he's ripping the top. Shout out to Jan Van Leer. Not that he'll watch it, but I'm sure somebody will.
I think Jan watches my channel.
If he does, what's up, Jan?
Oh no.
Oh, that'll stack them up. Bring it down and get 4 fresh ones.
Debating on bringing it down and getting 2. I just don't want to be up there right in the middle of all this.
I think just about everybody's going to take 4. You might as well get 4.
If it was a green, white, checkered, I'd definitely take 2.
Yeah, Rance is mad. He's like, every time I save tires, there's a caution.
Yep, I was getting ready to yell at him. Well, Rance, there goes that.
Yeah, because no one seems to be able to race for more than 15 laps. We wrecked the 90th.
Yep. Where was that crash even at?
Laying up behind the tree.
Let me go back and look. I have no idea.
Get behind the tree.
Rodrigo Morales is in pit road, so I'm going to back it up. Oh, here we go.
Road is open.
Rodriguez coming here. Oh, somebody just absolutely sent it in on Rodrigo in turn 3. Caused a pile up, got 4 cars, 4 trucks.
Dang. I got taken out of both of my A races yesterday. Oh, that was a different number, 51. Daggone it, people. Oh, Kyle Dumig. Shout out to Kyle.
Shout out to Kyle Dumig.
Throwing
Good
my
happens.
number 51 for half a season in Season 1 Venom Truck Series League, and almost used his pit box quite a bit. Yeah, I had no damage.
One more set of tires.
Sweet.
I think they want you in single file.
Yeah, you'll be bumper to bumper with Rance again inside the line.
Well, I'll be P5, so what I was looking at. I'll be on the bottom.
Oh, Rance actually got set out second. I thought he got out third.
I got ahead of somebody. But yeah, I was running A Cup yesterday and running the Open, running top 5. about the whole race, just being patient, kind of waiting for the end, and had a good chance at winning with the setup that I had. Easy top 3, and restart, and some reason the car would not shift, and I got run over. Somebody just ran through me.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it just wouldn't shift. I mean, it really wasn't their fault for running through me. I mean, it 50-50, you know. But yeah,
it sounds exactly like my open I ran.
Oh, somebody sped or something.
I don't think he came down the first time.
Oh,
my
P5.
open,
Oh yeah, never mind. I'm still P5.
I drove up to 5th and rode around in a line. Us 5 drove away from the pack. Had the pack gap for like 15 seconds. Had green flag stops on 78, and well, we had a caution at like lap 20. Everybody pit, you know, and then we run it green to 78. Green flag stops. There was another caution at like 93. We racked them for a green white checkered. I was in second, restarting outside front row, and I couldn't get down. I just got freight trained and ended up finishing 7th.
That sucks. Yeah, you get on that top, it's really hard. Unless you can get a huge run off of 2 and clear yourself going into 3, it's impossible.
I hurt myself by getting a really good jump on the restart.
Oh.
I stayed door to door with the leader. Had I gotten a worse restart, I could have just filed in behind him.
Oh, right.
By the time I realized what was happening and had enough time to slow down, they had formed up.
Yeah, that's true. So yeah, I got ran over. Then the A-Fix that I ran, I was running the outside. Somebody on the inside just punted someone. Everybody saved it, and then one random guy kind of almost ran over him and just hooked right and doored the crap out of me, and gave me a minute of damage. And I was gonna be up to pace, but some car that was off of pace wouldn't get out of the way on a restart, so I lost the lead pack by like a second or so and rode around 13th, waiting on another caution that I never got.
You're going to have to call it. Still inside. Still inside.
4 wants to get back to his lead.
Still inside. You've been up.
Yeah, I don't know why he don't just pile in behind me and not make y'all lose then.
Inside.
Yeah, he side drafted me just enough that I really can't quite get the draft from them. I watched him on that restart. He was going to try to make it 3 wide.
Yeah, he's super aggressive. I was in the last race with him. He led most of the race and then got in the wall coming out of 3 with like 4 to go.
Dang.
Guy in front of you just got in the wall too.
What's he saying?
He's speaking in language I don't quite understand.
Yeah.
55.078.
Rodrigo does though.
Yeah, that's just the R rating. Yes, sir.
hot flying Charlie up there.
I know. It's crazy.
That guy wrecked Brendan last race.
He wrecked Brendan, you said?
Oh yeah. Just egregious. Just no care for anybody else on the track.
The 6?
Yeah, the guy in third.
Uh-oh. Overcooked it.
Don't let this guy pinch you up here.
I'm gonna let him go. Ah! Holy cow, look at the run the 13 got.
Yeah, that dude come through there like a missile.
Still there. You're low.
Oh God.
Jesus said send him.
That damage is killing me or something.
Yeah, you're pushing tight now.
Yep.
That's what happened to me during our league race. After about 20 laps, he just came in with it. Luckily, you don't have to run that anymore.
No. Oh yeah.
Oh, here we go. Taking 2.
Yep. If everybody pits.
I know one's pitting.
Rinse.
Yes, sir.
Is he taking 2?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Outside's only.
That's what I'm gonna do too.
I mean, 2 laps on a green white checkered. Though, if you stay out here, you're gonna get swallowed up anyway, so you might as well.
Right.
We gonna run fixed or what?
What's up?
Nothing, you know, just winning races. And
If I were really one,
I finally did, yeah. I squandered 3 in a row away. I'm on a streak. I started, what race was this? 12:15, I won 1:15 third, 2:15 third, 3:15 first. Look out.
Nice.
Coming for everyone's throats. No, I just hopped into right. Are you guys actually gonna run the next one, Major?
I'm getting ready to run a green white checkered here.
Just in time for Pocono C-Fix.
Maybe. I was gonna run the 5 o'clock cut, but that ain't happening now.
It's tough. Seems like that C-Fix is in your future.
Open.
2 stayed out.
I thought about it just in case we got a caution.
Five total stayed out.
Oh dang.
You'll be fine. 3 of them come from way back in the back.
I don't
and
have
then
any damage.
2 that were up there with y'all. You don't have damage from that side swap coming out too?
Nope.
Wow. Oh yeah, you and Rance. Oh, I think you got beat off the line. Dang.
Guys, another thing just to be aware of, there's a lot of people
I beat the
back here.
2.
Did you? Ooh, that was close.
As you're unloading the tires, thinking about the wall, double check the plug nuts, look them over real well. To be lined up behind the tree.
Left sides are 98, right sides were 94, 96. I'd used more on that run than I did the whole first run.
Coming around the 2.
Gonna be lining up 7th. Holy cow.
Alright, we need to be behind the 3.
This is gonna get crazy.
Just make sure you get as good of a restart as you can in case there's a caution.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shane, your car is jacked up pretty bad on the left side. You still got good speed, brother.
1 to go. You can be on the inside. 1 minute 56.433.
What were your left sides at on that stop?
98.
No, you're good, dude.
Yeah, right side was 94, 96, which was worse than they were that whole first run. I knew I was pushing there. Wasn't being too smart. I was trying to go, just killed it.
Going green? Yes, we are. Make sure we take care of our tires. Hey, car's off, you ready? Green.
Trying to get to the outside, bro.
57.431. Still out there. Still outside. No hold. No hold. Clear low outside only. Still there. Clear outside.
Oh, Rance just got turned behind you.
P3, I'll take it.
What do you think, bud? You think you're alright out there?
He tried to carry him 3 wide, middle corner.
Yeah, I saw it happening.
If he'd have just been patient, he'd have been safe.
Dang, me and him was gonna go.
Oh yeah, as soon as you passed him, his exact words, well, I'm effed now.
Well, Jordan, it looks like it's gonna pay off, bro.
You'll be lining up behind the 4.
That's 2 races in a row. I'm gonna keep a reminder on that. Clean that, Brown, man. That's bad.
Oh, the same guy dumped
in
him?
the first race tonight.
Oh yeah, last race that I was in.
Dang.
Who did it, Dave Brown? Flag this time.
2 trucks.
The dude that ripped the wall through 1 and 2 is going to get him 1 here.
Can't be upset about a P3 in that situation.
No.
Down from 7th to 3rd in 1 corner.
Yeah. I was sitting there behind that 9 and I'm like, do I want to go 3 wide? Yeah, I'm going to go 3 wide. A couple months ago, I would have never made that move. I got a newfound aggression.
That's not a bad thing.
No, just getting, I guess just getting more comfortable. Getting more motivated.
Good
There
race,
you
George.
go.
Yeah, last night. Lucky staying out on the golf side off.
Well,
Yeah, if
I was thinking to myself, if I don't pit and get a good restart and a caution immediately comes out, I'd get P3, and I ended up getting the same thing.
You did just fantastic.
So,
Good job again. Get behind the 4.
what's Rance doing?
He's blew up.
Oh,
His tires were sitting cockeyed and he had no engine.
Coming around at 14.
dang. What's the 14 doing? Whoa. Oh, checkered flag.
Get behind the 4.
I thought that we had 1 more lap left. I saw the guy just check up in front of me. I'm like, what the heck?
Coming around at 14. Alright, so we're going to have to come around the gate.
Alright guys, let's go watch that last restart there. I knew the 2 wasn't going. Wait, was it the 2 or was it the 2?
It was the number 2 that got him.
There's another number 2 that's a number 7 that he was pushing.
It's a black truck with like a green
Yeah, I see it. Oh, he's
Marshall.
got
It's the guy that led most of the race.
Damn, that's crazy. So what you're saying is you're going to join C-Fixed? You made that up. Did I make that up? I'm kidding. It's a free win, though. Just saying.
Sorry, what'd you say?
I made up this scenario in my head where we were all going to join C-Fix.
Oh.
And then it was a free win for you because there's only like 7 cars registered right now.
70?
7.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, a lot of these guys will come back. Yeah, it was a big one.
Was it a C open?
Yeah. Alright guys, as always, hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe button, as we were saying earlier. Only 52% of my views are from subscribers, so it'd be nice to have all you guys subscribed, and we will see you next time.